Well, good day everybody. Glad you could join me today. Today we're out in the woods and it's time to test my setup for hammock camping winter season. I went and purchased a whole bunch of products from Onewind, right from the hammocks, the fly, bottom quilt, top quilt, blankets, the whole 9 yards. And I think it's time we take a look at it. All right, so I spread everything out on the ground and I put it on top of the 4x8 footprint, which is also from Onewind. So I guess we'll start off, we'll grab the hammock and we'll set it up in between them two trees right here, probably that one and this one, and we'll take it from there. All right, so now we're going to set up the Onewind hammock. I can feel that the straps are at this end and we can deploy everything from this end. Now the material used in this hammock is ripstop nylon 70D. Now this one here has the honeycomb pattern to it, and what it does is if you get a small rip or tear, the honeycomb pattern will stop it from running. All right, so let's take a look at that pattern. Okay, so hopefully it turned out. But anyways, we'll take out the straps. Now, the straps are 12 feet in length, loop at one end. Everybody puts it around the tree, grabs the other end, and feeds her through, and then secures it to the tree. And then they go to the other end and do the same thing with the hammock in the middle. I didn't want to do that. I watched everybody do that, but myself, I'd like to be able to take it apart pretty quick and easy. And if I have to add anything to the hammock, it makes it very simple if you got a carabiner. So I'll just put a carabiner on the loop, run that around, and then just hook it up like this, instead of feeding the rest of the line through. All right, so I'm going to put one of these on the tree back there, then I'll come back here and we'll hook up the hammock and run her through. Let's say right there. And now we're going to walk it out to the other end. Okay. Okay, so this is your buckle. Slide her up, go from behind, slide that back, and go from in front. Okay, there it is. From behind, then in front, and then you just pull. And you pull until she tightens up. There she goes. So that's how you use them buckles. All right. So you can see where it's secured to that tree. My 12-foot hammock with the net. And then secured to that tree right there. All right, so I'm just going to tweak it a little bit, and I'll bring you in a little closer. Okay, so this is the bug net. Two-way zipper. Now, one end is fixed and the other end isn't. So you can zip it to there, and then the other zipper will go all the way around back to there, and you can roll this up to one end. Right now, I just have it zipped at both ends. I could probably come down a little lower. So there you go. Now to get in, make sure you grab this here, place it under your buttocks, and make sure that this is over top your guideline. All right. Again, fold it underneath your buttocks. Go to your knee, back up a little bit, and then just get into your hammock. Very nice and comfortable. You got your screen, you can zip it up, or you can leave it open. Oh, this is comfy. Again, put one foot out. Back yourself up to stand up. I'm on quite a hill here. But anyways, that was comfortable. I was able to go flat. And that's why I got the 12-footer and the double wide. Because, like, look at the width of that. You can go on an angle and get a perfectly flat lay. I like that. All right. So I'll just bring you in a little closer and we'll take a look at the net. You can see what I mean with the zipper. It goes all the way around, all the way to the back. And when you come to the other end, right here, it's fixed right there, and on the other side, right there. So I can run two zippers right to here, and the other one right to here, and I could take all the netting and put it in the pouch. So there you go. That's all set up. For your ridge line here, okay, they say that's going to be 83% of your hammock. So my hammock is 12 feet long. So that's 144 inches. And if you times that by 0.83, it comes to 119.5 inches. So round it off to 120 inches. That's 10 foot. So if I adjust my line here to 10 feet, that's going to make this a perfect setup. If you have a 11-foot hammock, times it by 12, times 8.3, and you'll get 9 foot 2. All right. So I'm going to adjust that center piece, and I'll get back to you. Now this ridge line here with the bead This here's like a Chinese finger puzzle. So all you got to do is relax it here. Relax it. Then you could pull the center here. Okay, so we'll do that. I don't know if you're seeing that, but I could pull it up and then lock her in place. All right, so I shortened it by about 8 inches. I'm going to do it again. There you go. I don't know if you got that, but but anyways, that's what you do there. Again, on the ridge line, they offer you a small pruset right here, and if you leave that in the middle, you can hang a flashlight or whatever you want on that there. All right, now the ridge line here, it's like a Dyneema cord. It's rated for 1,500 pounds. Just this little cord right here. The hammock itself is 12 feet long by 68 inches wide. It's a double. It's called a double zipper. Weight capacity just for the hammock alone is 500 pounds. And that's why I bought it. Comfortable. I don't have to worry about anything. I could put all my clothes in here, big sleeping bag, whatever. I'm not worried. Bug net, like I said, you could take it off. You can roll it up at the other end. Doesn't matter. Now, I also got an underquilt, the blanket, overquilt, the tarp, and a bunch of other accessories. Now we're going to take a look at that. The underquilt opened up at both ends. It's got a cinch strap. There you go. So let's attach that. Oh, there it is there. It's got a very small carabiner. Very, very small. I'm just going to hook it up to the cable. That's all I'm going to do. Then I'm going to run it out to the other end and do the same thing. Then I'll come back here, move the camera, and we'll cinch her all up. So all I'm going to do now is just open it up. Okay, the green's going to be on the outside, the black on the inside. And I'm going to put the hammock inside. Okay, so there's the hammock inside. Now I'm going to bring you closer and we'll cinch all that up. Now you can see how it's opened up like this, right? In the summer months, if you wanted to use this, because of some of the cold evenings, you can leave it open so it breathes. In the winter months, you want to close that off. So you want to cinch everything nice and tight so it creates a closure right about here. So you can start with the top. Again, shock cord. This is all elastic. I'll go around to the other side. There, see? Now you just close that off. So by closing that off, it's going to trap the heat inside. All right? So now I'm going to go do the other end. Just pinch it, pull your cord, pinch it, pull your cord, tighten up there, let it go. And then do the same to the other side. There you go. Closes it all off. Now, for some reason, when you're sleeping at night and it's just too warm, what you can come and do is just open it up a bit and you can let up some heat. Once you let out some heat and you're starting to cool down, again, you can tighten her up. And there you go. Again, there's a silver carabiner right there. I just attached it to the ridge line. That's all I did. This one's silver. This is just the bag for the net, and this is the bag for the underquilt. Okay, then we'll go to the other end. Now, this carabiner is black. That's so you can, you'll know the difference. If you say your silver is going to be your head, then it'll always be your head, and then you can address your tilt. If you want your feet up and your head down, well then you know how to adjust it, or vice versa. Okay, again, all closed off. Now, the system I got has these D-rings, shock cords right here, another D-ring here, and a shock cord here. And that's so you can also tighten it up in here. You could pull it through right here. You could pull it through and then bring it both together. Bring the ends together closer. Now it also has snaps. As you can see, these are all the snaps. All the way along. Okay, both sides. All right. So we're going to snap in the blanket. Now I bought the underquilt and the blanket as a set. Now as far as the blanket goes, it's only a single end stuff sack. Still has the buckle on it. Okay, and there's the blanket. All right, so I'm going to throw that inside. All right, so the quilt and the blanket is 20D ripstop nylon. All right, now you could easily, let's say in the fall or spring, is just use your quilt for the outside and use your blanket in the inside. Keep yourself nice and toasty. All right. Now, I have a top quilt. So this here is designed to snap into here. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, so right now I have the quilt and the blanket snapped together. So now I'm going to slide this and put the hammock inside here. Okay, so now the hammock will go inside here. Now I'm going to go around the back and I'm going to snap everything up in the back. So now you can see, this is my hammock. I'll just throw that aside. Now I got my blanket secured into my bottom quilt. Now it's time to tighten everything up so it meets and meshes good with the hammock. Again, got your drawstrings at the end here. Okay, you got two of them. So there you go. Now your hammock is inside your quilt. Now I know I'm inside here. Okay. So let's get inside, see how it looks. You go back to your legs. Back up a little bit, and you can get right inside. There you go. This is comfortable. This could be a lot better than sleeping on the floor in a tent, that's for sure. Yeah, I definitely like that. That's going to be nice. All right, we'll take a look at the top quilt. Okay, again, Onewind. That's my top quilt. Now, you can get a 3/4 length, regular length, or an XL. This one here, I got an XL. It's 7'6" tall by, I think it's 5'6" or 5'7" wide. So we'll take a look at that again. Snaps. I noticed that they gave me a blue one. It should have been OD green, but I'm already dealing with that, and I'll let you guys know what happens once they get back to me. Now with this here, it's a two-piece. You can see where it snaps up in here, and it's a two-piece. Now what you could do is at the one end, you have multiple snaps at one end, and that's to build yourself a foot box. So all you got to do is snap everything together. So there you go, that's all the snaps. So that creates your foot box. Okay, there's your foot box. What's good about this is your drawstring right here. And then you got one here. And that's to take your opening and cinch her up. And that's what we're going to do right now. So now that it's cinched off, everything's closed nice and tight. Okay, so that's your foot box. And you leave this side open. Yeah, that's going to be lots of room in there now. Lots and lots of room. Okay, I'll bring you in a little closer. We'll take a look at that. All right. So that's how the foot box sits inside. All cinched off at the end for your top quilt. And like I said, I got it 7 feet long by 5.5 feet wide so that I can just roll right into that. Lots and lots of room in there. Lots of room. That's only half. So just that quilt, the inside blanket, and this quilt here, that's good for 10 Fahrenheit. Minus 17 Celsius. So that's going to be my setup for this winter. Underneath, I have a smaller little hammock that goes underneath. It's called the gear hammock. I also have my tarp and a small little corner hammock that goes right in there. And that's just to put your phone, your keys, your wallet, or whatever. And the bottom little gear hammock that goes right there for your coat, your boots, or whatever you want. Okay, that's the gear hammock. And that one there is called the peak storage hammock. So the peak storage hammock, you just put it on this ridge line and it goes right in here. And that's it. And you can slide it anywhere you want on your ridge line. Now, I'm going to have this at my peak right here. That's where I'm going to put it. Okay, now the other part is my, what you call my gear hammock. So we'll set that up. But now that you got this, you don't have to get in and out with your boots, right? You could put the tent footprint underneath, because the one I got is 4x8. Then you could step on it, sit here, take your boots off, and you can put your boots right in here. That way it just sits under there. Store your gear, put your coat under there, whatever you like. Then if you get cold in the middle of the night, just got to reach down, grab your coat, away you go. Or if you got to do your own business, you can go grab your boots, put them on, take care of business, come back, throw them back in there, and then out for the rest of the night. So anyways, right now you have your deer hammock, underquilt, top quilt, your hammock itself, your little peak hammock for your storage of your phone and whatnot, and then you have your tarp, and I also have my windsock, but that's going to be another video. For now, I just want to show you this here setup. So anyways, thanks for dropping in, and you guys enjoy your outing this winter. And myself, I never slept in a hammock before. It's going to be my first time, and I think I'm going to like it because it seems very comfortable when I'm inside. So anyways, you guys take care. Thanks for dropping by. Later.